Lamar. Tonight on Politically Incorrect, we're going to be talking to 4 of today's most talented singer-songwriters and asking them the musical question, is sex better on a bus? Actually, we're going to be talking about lyrics. My guests tonight have written hits as diverse as the theme from Tootsie, If That's Your Boyfriend, He Wasn't Last Night, The Lord is a Monkey, and My Bologna. And I want to ask them, have you been drinking cough syrup right out of the bottle? I want to know what we all want to know. What, if anything, do rock lyrics mean? We've waited to the midnight hour. Now we're going to bang a gong, get it on, listen to what the man says, and take this job and shove it. And if there's a rustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed, because it's all been satirized for your protection. Show, and let us meet our panel. His mother can tell her friends that her son is the lead singer of the Butthole Surfers. Their newest CD is Electric Larry Land, and he is, where is it, right over here, Gibby Haynes. Back with us on Hey, Gibby, how you doing? Good to see you again. Whoa! Wow. Everybody's got product. The man behind Eat It and My Bologna, his latest hit is Amish Paradise, and his new CD is... Where's his one? There it is. Bad Hair Day. Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al, how are you? All right. A Grammy and Oscar-nominated singer-songwriter. His new book is Songs in the Rough, and his new CD is Blue Guitars. Stephen Bishop. Good to see you again. And finally, her debut CD, Plantation Lullabies, was nominated for 4 Grammys. Its follow-up is called Peace Beyond Passion. Meshell, Ndegeocello. Good evening. Thank you very much for being here. All right. Well, that's our panel of fabulous musicians. Now let's talk about lyrics. I know you guys probably talk about lyrics amongst yourselves. I assume that. You don't? Well, you're weird. Now, at the Grammys, let me start with the first question I have, which is, I think a lot of people write lyrics that are purposely unintelligible to make us think that they're deep. Now, this album I happen to be a big fan of by the Stone Temple Pilots. Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart was at the Grammys. The chorus is, I said, I'm not myself, but I'm not dead, and I'm not for sale. Which I could get into. I could sort of... But listen to this part. So keep your bankroll lottery, eat your salad day deathbed motorcade. Now, if you're not hallucinating, does that really have any meaning to you? Can you get something?
I like the title. I think it's got a great title, actually.
Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart.
I do. I like that.
What does that mean?
Polka, actually.
Works
better. Yeah.
What does that mean to you, Steve?
Not much, but I like the title. I mean, I usually write songs from titles. I mean, I do anyway. And something like that, it's like, you know, look at Louie Louie. I mean, what did that mean? That was just a vibe. Do we still know the lyrics to that song?
Well, it's always been rumored that that's dirty.
Louie Louie? Isn't it like she was black as the night, Louie was whiter than white? Louie,
that's a different one.
Oh, it's a different Louie Louie?
Yeah, it's a different version.
I mean, I think some people write songs.
And don't sing, or we have to pay for it.
I didn't. That was what you
can't sing.
Are you telling me? Hold it. You're telling me I sang on key? There's no way.
No,
there's no way.
You're right.
You put a verve in there, I think.
But
So,
you know,
rhythmically, some things just sound that probably lyrically just work with the rhythm.
Do you think lyrics matter?
No.
In rock songs, you don't.
well, the more
Not
like,
at all.
The more mundane
sometimes.
they are, the more, or not necessarily the more mundane, the more foolish and stupid, the heavier they are, and the heavier they are, the more really ridiculous they are. Like take Bon Jovi, man. The lyrics stops John Bon Jovi. I mean, like, he said boldly stated in the song, "I've seen a million faces and I've rocked them all." Now, how are you going to get any relief? I mean, like, he comes out and says that. So if I've seen his face, does that mean that he has rocked me? And, you know, and then, like, how are you going to get any relief? Like, if, you know, I mean, like, you got to prove that he did, in fact, rock you. And you were one of the million, you know, it's
really not that litigious, though, is it? I mean,
That's the second time today I've heard the word litigious.
I've never heard of
This man, yeah, it involves liars and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
well, what about I want to rock and roll all night and party every day? Why not the other way around?
That's valid. That's a valid statement.
Who wrote that anyway?
That Kiss.
That was Kiss.
I never had one of those lunch boxes.
You never heard?
No.
All right, let me try.
Which is sick backwards. Kiss. Come on, play with me. Bill.
Okay. What about Joan Osborne has a great song. What if God was one of us, just a slob like one of us,
That's really interesting.
just a stranger on the bus trying to make his way
When
home?
I first heard that song, I just immediately went, what? Slob like one of us? How could you say that about God and all that? And then after a while, I thought, that's interesting, you know? And it's really interesting to actually use religion in a pop tune, you know? I mean, it's
Well, that's been done several times.
not
Many.
that much.
Oh,
Oh, Happy
oh,
Day.
no.
I mean, what else?
Oh, no.
Nah, a bunch of
How many songs?
Lots of songs.
Four.
Eleanor
Look-
Rigby.
Eleanor
Beatles.
Rigby's about a girl who's going to have a...
About the priest who makes the sermons and talks about things.
They mentioned, but it's really
Yeah, he had
about...
sermons and something.
Let's Go Crazy by Prince. He just explained on another talk show.
well,
yeah,
That's
no,
not
yeah,
real
I mean, so I think,
religious.
Yeah, he gets religious when he
my
has an
album
orgasm.
is the whole.
Well, I'm not talking about spiritual. I'm talking
Right.
about it had more of a, like, God.
What about
you know,
losing my
whatever.
religion?
Yeah, I think that topic's. Yeah.
I think that's just the title. I don't think he really,
Oh, yes, it is.
really.
I think I
Yeah.
thought I saw you try. Please.
The thing that offends me the most about the Joan Osborne song is the line, except for the Pope may be in Rome. Like, what kind of syntax is that?
Yeah, right.
How does that work?
Ivana.
I love that song, though. I think that's a great record.
Hold on, what's wrong with that line? Except for the Pope, maybe in Rome. Like, she's not going to do it with the Pope, but with this guy, maybe in Rome.
It's just worded
Or like
weird.
outside.
Except perhaps in the case of the Pope who happens to live in Rome would be more appropriate.
Does he? He doesn't live in the Vatican?
I think
but
sometimes
she's not
lyrics
gonna
are
do it
just
with-
fun. You know, they're just fun, and they go with the music, and they just
That's
work.
fun?
And yeah, that is kind of a fun song.
Well,
It's not a heavy song.
I got some. We have to take a break.
No.
But when we come... Sue me, Gibby. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some of the heavy songs.